It is, if I spell Twitch right. That should be it. Okay, so what map?
Fucking. Okay, I'm gonna post it on my page.
What map should we do for the first one?
Map?
Yeah.
You didn't do a map pool?
I think it's ladder maps.
Do they get to vote
mistaken. I don't think so.
Wait. I just choose randomly a map and everyone plays it first and then it's loser's choice from the ladder maps.
Yeah.
Make everyone belch here first.
Okay.
I'll be right back smoking. I'm still here.
Okay, gotta...
I'm probably gonna say 7 is going to win this tournament, just because he's master.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. TriggerHappy's been in the finals for the last 2 tournaments, though.
Oh, okay.
So he's pretty good, and Southpaw is also a Masters if he shows up, and
Like there are always people which don't ladder that much, but they have higher potential.
yeah.
So yeah.
Well, Trigger's a diamond on Korea as well.
That's nice.
Dashboard. Okay. And the first matchup is going to be TriggerHappy and Starseed.
So there's gonna be a TVP?
Yeah. I don't know. No, it's going to be a PVZ.
Oh yeah, true. I think Starseed is Protoss.
He's Trigger's a Protoss, Starseed is Zerg.
Oh my god. I'm fucking stuff up already.
Starseed is...
Like, did you see that last day? Starseed's girl, like, went online in StarCraft and telling that he's coming.
Really?
Yes. She was like, he's coming home soon.
Wow, I did not see that.
And I was like, everyone who was online, I was like pissing at them. His girlfriend is writing and no one writes back. You're all assholes.
Wow. No, I must have been away that day. So, Starseed is away.
Is he AFK or?
Yeah, it just says he's away. So I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's online now.
Oh, okay.
He's back.
That's good. I'm maybe gonna get a bottle of water before we start.
Alright.
After I finish this cigarette. It's actually, I think... is it allowed to smoke on stream?
I don't care. I was talking about drinking on stream earlier.
That's allowed because it's legal. But because smoking cigarettes, I think is as well legal. Because, like, everything which is not legal in your country, you're not allowed to do on stream.
Smoking isn't legal in Switzerland?
Yeah, it is. Otherwise, I wouldn't smoke right now. Like, you can smoke with 16.
Really? At 16, that's really early.
Yeah, I'm 17. And I smoked for 4 years, so
That's awful.
you get easy to cigarettes.
Um,
Just
I don't
way too
know.
easy. Are people still writing you?
No, I'm talking to the players right now, and they're asking for vetoes and other stuff.
We take Belshire and then, like, that's a good map for both, and then it's loser's choice.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is loser's choice after map one, and you're right. Belshire's a good map for both
Yeah.
players.
So I'll be right back, getting a bottle of water. You
Okay.
can open the game already.
Let's get this started. Oh, I didn't even start my my scene switcher. That's something I need. My scenes. Um, as soon as I find.
Why
Trigger.
two semis?
Oh, Trigger. In the last tournament in the finals, he two-gated both Intellis and Mal Reynolds on Belshire. Um, he
And it
beat
worked?
he beat Intellis. He did not beat Mal Reynolds though.
Mm.
It was kind of funny because before the game he was talking to Mal and he goes, did you watch the last? Because I'm gonna do the same strat.
You opened the wrong map.
No, this is Belshire Vestige.
Yeah, but game hard version.
Yeah, I know. We're supposed to use Game Heart.
Is it?
Yeah, it's my instructions.
And how do you make up servers and stuff here?
I'll do it. Don't worry.
Okay.
I've used this for pretty much all the tournaments so far.
Or is it like with a countdown or something?
Yeah, you know the countdown they use in the tournaments. It's from Belshire Vestige,
Ah, okay.
or it's from Game Heart. Sorry.
Didn't know that one.
And I'm too lazy to make my own UI in game, so we'll just use
Yeah.
this.
Ah, yeah. I know that one.
I don't have complete control of the.
So actually going over the term, it's like 7 Protoss, 5 Terrans, and 4 Zergs if all would have shown up.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I guess it was a good race distribution for the tournament, as
Yeah.
the countdown has begun for Belshire Vestige. This is TriggerHappy and Starseed. Do you want to do introductions?
I would like to do that. So in the top left, we have TriggerHappy as Green Protoss from UFXC for sure. This is the UFXC in-house tournament, we could say. And in the bottom right, we have Starseed as Violet Zerg, starting in the bottom right. How do I go on your camera view? Could you tell me that?
It should be if you click 3. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's perfect.
So it looks like TriggerHappy is going to go into a forage fast expand and a quick scout to make sure no cheese is coming.
I think the pilot from him is a little bit off place, but I need to say, if you're not, like, if you're not good in making walls, like, to be honest, I'm like shit at making walls as Protoss. And if you don't know how to make walls that perfectly, you can build a pile on the left side and then go over with the buildings, like you have 10 parts or something like that to close it. So that's actually a good idea from him.
Yeah, and um it leaves a spot up to the north of the wall a little bit for the hole, and
Right.
he's got his. He
Gateway
sees.
down.
Oh, he's going gateway first.
He's going gateway and already taking the gas. So he's going gateway expand on the ground. Maybe to have units a little bit early out, and maybe he knows how Starseed plays, so he knows he can play the gateway on the ground with,
Yeah.
without any doubt.
Well, I mean, I just think that's an interesting choice to have that gateway down there, because without the forge down, there's no cannon to kind of protect Ling runbys or
Yeah,
something like that in the early game. Which
or
is
even like a roach attack would be really strong, but it's not like something we see that much in the
yeah.
Starcraft right now. Actually, it was really nice from Starseed to snap a probe from TriggerHappy with taking down 2 probes to the natural and then putting down his hatchery within he has 300 minerals. So he didn't really get really delayed by the probe because he even anyway didn't want to go hatch first.
Hmm. And he hasn't taken a third yet. When is? Do you know when he's going to take his third? Like any predictions, or if he's just going to do a 2 base all in?
It's a 2 base, and because there is a wall on the ground, he doesn't know when Trigger is gonna take his other 3 gateways, or is he gonna plant down a rope or something. So he needs to be really careful and will stay longer on 2 base. His third base will be maybe around 7 minutes, but like we have 4 links in his base, and that can do a lot of damage. The mothership core is not out yet, and the Zealot as well. And getting a nice round. 1 probe is getting down, and he delays a lot of mining time.
But with TriggerHappy control, he shouldn't lose much more than just that 1 probe. The Zealot's not out, but this is exactly what happened against Mal Reynolds in the last tournament. Was he let these lings by, and then he wasn't able to kind of do any detection or do put down his tech, sorry, and right away, and that delayed everything and let Mal Reynolds tech up. But he got rid of those 4 lings, and so now he's pretty safe as long as he blocks that hole with the Zealot that's there.
That's actually a big hole, so he needs 2 units there. That wall is a little bit off placed, I would say. The pylon should have been 1 like piece or a little bit up for 2 quarters, but he's going for 3 gates here, and like I said, Starseed has no idea about that. He's got on the main base, he saw there is no pylon, so he may be gonna see, know that Trigger planted it on the bottom of his base, so maybe he should go and scout with some links if he can see some tech structures at the expansion, but he's going to scout for pylons right now with them. Maybe he's gonna find the pylon in the bottom left. He's scouting really nice, but maybe he's gonna miss it. We will see.
Yeah, he's looking in all the obvious areas, so I'm hoping these lings will eventually go over to it. It doesn't look like it right now, but
and as I said, a 7-minute expansion, like really safe, really smart from him. But he actually just missed it by a quarter the pylon, so he sees it now with an overlord. That's really good for him. There are just 3 zealots out. Canceling the hatchery is a really good choice because he has no units out, so he won't be unable to defend it. Maybe I could have bide a little bit more time with the hatchery, but he has already the spine crawler up. If it would be him, I would take the third base on the right side. So he has a safe third, and I don't think Trigger is gonna scout there. Maybe he's smoking the zealots over there. But he has already roaches out, so he can take his new third base easily right now.
Yeah, and with that spine crawler, Trigger's not. He sees it, and he's not going to fight into a spine crawler with just 3 zealots. He's taking his own third. So as long as he can protect this, I think he's ahead
really
right now.
Yeah, he's really ahead. If he can take that third without any damage or something, he will be really ahead, like economy-wise and even unit-wise, because he can produce way much more than Starseed. And it was really nice for him scouting the other way if there is a third base and then pulling the zealots back. As well, with the new meta and HOTS with the mothership core, it should be no problems to defend the third base if he gets up like some cannons there. I don't think he has a fort yet, or does he?
No, he doesn't. It's just going down now. He's following up with the Stargate behind this though, which will help with the roaches as well as the Immortal.
I think he's going a little bit too tech heavy. Maybe should have thrown down. Build some more Immortals than just this one instead of getting Stargate. But maybe he's going for a really heavy Immortal Stargate army with gateway units, Stalkers, Zealots. It's gonna look like that is the case, but he needs to build up his Immortal count, like versus the roaches. If there is a massive roach push, the Void Rays won't be able to hold that one.
Yeah, and interest. Oh, he does have his mothership core. Never mind. I was gonna say he didn't get his mothership core yet, but he does. This is a style that Trigger's been working on the last couple of weeks, trying to get his PVZ up to a standard that will get him into Masters, and this is what he came up with, taking that early third and going Void Ray Colossus or Void Ray Immortal.
Okay, the cans are now up, so he's pretty safe versus linger on buys or have some protection. He has as well a full completed wall at his third, so nothing can come in there yet. Even
it looks like Starseed's going to try though a little bit of a linger on buy, but with the cannon there and 2 gates,
there's nothing gonna happen.
Yeah.
And we already see a meta switch here coming from Starseed, so he only built like 4 roaches and some lings to defend versus the gateway attacks, and then he's going into a meta switch, which isn't scouted yet by Trigger, but he's already building Phoenixes and +1 air, which is pretty unlikely for that he didn't scout it. Maybe want to take down some Overlords, but he could as well do with the Void Rays. But there's really good creep spread right now from Starseed, and he has some links on the map versus like early attacks or finding pylons, so he's getting good map vision.
He does put that Stargate, so, and there's 2 more Stargates on the way that he doesn't know about. What do you think about a meta switch with the Stargate already down?
Like, both players didn't scout. Like, Trigger doesn't know mutas are coming, and he's going Mass Void Ray, which is a really good choice.
Yeah.
And, oh, was there an observer in the main base of Starseed, which was taken out right now?
Yes, there was, it looks like.
Oh, so he scouted it, so the Phoenix is a good choice. Going Phoenixes and +1 air.
Now he sees the Spire.
Yeah.
He didn't see it before.
For Starseed, this is a really gamble position. He needs to do a lot of damage and take way more bases to pull this off versus 3 Stargates, because Trigger is just gonna produce massive wave for Phoenixes now, which will shut down the meters pretty easily.
Yeah, he needs to get the Phoenix range to kind of help, so he doesn't have to micro the Phoenix as much.
Yeah.
But it looks like Starseed's just going to go right after these Stargates, and
yeah, that's a really good choice from him. Like, instead of, he could have killed off the pylons, but if he get the chance to already kill the Stargates, the Phoenix production will be laid back down really hard. And he's as well attacking the third at the same time. Like, he has 1/1 upgraded links, so they're not that weak and will do a lot of damage.
yeah, he only got the 1 Stargate, and he got one of the gateways and the cannon over at the third base. So it was a pretty good trade. I don't think he really lost that many mutas, as they're going to come back, swing back in.
Yeah. And he's already taken the 4th and the 5th base, which I really like. Like, with this Muta stat, you have a lot of minerals up. He has as well upgrades for his links, which is really nice. And he's gonna catch all his air units. Trigger is not microing at all, and it's just A-moving all his units. He loses all his Void Rays and a lot of Phoenixes in the process. Starseed losing a lot as well, but he got the 5th and the 4th upcoming, and his links are 1-1, while Trigger's ground units are 1-1 as well.
Yeah, and it looked like Starseed was going to do another run by. I don't know if he saw the army there, but he's just kind of sitting at Trigger's 4th, waiting for Trigger to take a 4th base. But Trigger's nowhere near a position where he can take a 4th after he lost all those Phoenix and Void Ray in his main base there.
He needs really the Phoenix range upgrade, and this Colossus is a really bad choice. It won't help at all versus Meter Corruptor Ling. Like it helps versus the Zerglings, but the Zerglings are just here to tank damage. And the Colossus can't shoot up. Really nice for an overcharge here on the Nexus, so the Mutas need to pull back. And 12 drones were built up by Starseed, so he's at 75 drones, that's perfectly for him. He's at 2-1 upgrades. Damage upgrade 2 for Trigger is in build as well armor upgrade for the air. I don't like that one, you should just get damage upgrades, but the fleet picking is a little bit late. Gas is taken at the 4th base, but not at the 5th. He needs to claim that up and take the gas at the 5th base as well, because the only thing right now he needs is gas, and he should make +2 air weapons.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to try to do a run by into the natural, but and he gets in, but Trigger's army's there to kind of help protect that, and he shouldn't be losing too much there. As the Mutas and the Corruptors swing back into the main base.
Oh my god,
and
the fleet beacon.
They're going to slate that fleet beacon.
Another Stargate. That's really crucial. Like, he has a lot of Phoenixes out, but if he has a good micro with his Corruptors, he can just out-micro these Phoenixes as long as they have no rage. But he's losing a lot of Muses in the process. Now he's catching up and killing 1 Phoenix. 6 Phoenixes are still out. 7 Mutas are coming. I think Starseed is in a really good position here, as long Trigger doesn't move out, because Trigger has a stronger ground army, and I think with this army he can take on the Mutas if he warps in another round of Stalkers with this +2 attack and with some more Phoenixes.
Yeah, Starseed's finally taking the gases at his 5th base, which he needed to get about a minute ago when that base finished. He's got the air superiority, but like you said, on the ground he doesn't have what it takes to beat Trigger's army right now.
Yeah. I don't know why Starseed pulled back there. The Phoenixes weren't there, and he could have crushed easily all the anti-air in that army and take out the Colossus for free. As long as the Phoenixes are not there, this army is not that strong alone, because the Phoenixes are doing the real damage. Oh, and the Lings are moving by. Phoenix is getting taken out. A lot of cannons here at the 3rd base, which is really good. And I think he's gonna take out the 4th base, but as well we got a Linger on by in the 2nd base. Look how much damage this is gonna do.
Yeah, it's surprising that Trigger hasn't plugged that hole yet as he moved his army out, and it looks almost like he's gonna try and base trade here, which isn't a good idea, as his army's still moving down south, and the Lings run into the main base and are picking off everything.
Yeah, they're gonna pick up this Nexus. 11 spine crawlers in build, and now that's what I said. Like, there's not enough NTR. The Phoenixes are not there. He didn't warp in Stalkers. Oh my god, 30 spine crawlers or something like that. Like, he's really safe there, and Trigger is gonna lose his whole ground army. Only thing which is gonna have left is some Phoenixes and some Stalkers. This is looking really bad for Trigger.
Yeah, that should be GG. I mean, there's nothing that Trigger can do against this many Mutas and Corruptors. And Starseed just had 7 more Mutas on the way, and he just doesn't have the Phoenix count to deal with them. And there
it is the GG. Really nice play by Starseed.
As we see TriggerHappy or Starseed take game 1, and TriggerHappy will
get the early lead here.
We'll get the map choice.
Yeah.
And we'll
But I think what was crucial here that Starseed saw Trigger's army moving out, so he built like 30 spine crawlers at the 3rd to be safe, while he was doing a linger on by and damage at the third, and as he saw there was no like real anti-air in that army and the Phoenixes were back home defending, he just went for that army, crushed it, and then the game was already pretty over.
Apparently there's something wrong with my mic.
No, that was just like 2 times it like made a weird song, but it's completely fine.
Okay.
I can hear you perfectly, so just my picture is gone, my camera.
What about the stream? Oh, the Skype thing. That's because I'm not on your conversation there. It should change over now. There it is. Sorry, someone was messaging me on Skype during that game. So it looks like Trigger has picked Red City for the for game 2.
Oh my god, that's like a map where it's like based on luck. If you spawn close position as Protoss, you win. If you spawn cross position, you're pretty much fucked because Zerg will just like take 9 bases and do whatever he wants.
So what do you think Trigger's how Trigger's gonna react? Like what is he gonna do differently in this game that he didn't do in
I think he won't let that muta play happen and will go for a strong 2-base all-in because they're really common and really strong on the Red City. As I think Starseed will go for a defensively build-up game and maybe will go into Swarm Host or Miras again. Most like.
So you think he's gonna go Muta again? Is Muta a viable option on Red City though?
It's a really viable option. Like, if it isn't close position, it's like the best idea you can use, because you can attack from so many different angles. He needs to have so many observers, and you can do so many counter attacks as well. But on close position, you should use a Roachling army to defend all the ins, and then go into Swarm Host Viper, because you can really get on the Protoss bases early, and then just start taking them out.
And we're just waiting on the ready from Starseed.
Seems safe already.
He says go, 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 and the countdown has begun to Red City. So I'm really quick. Alright, take us away.
Okay, Starseed is spawning in the bottom right as Violet Zerg, and what I was talking about, it's close position because Trigger is spawning in the bottom left as Green Protoss, so if he's going to choose to play an all-in, it's going to be really, really strong.
Yeah, and it should, would it come quicker because they're closer positions, or?
Like, if you look between the bases from the expansion to each third base, like, there is a really close gap, so force fields are really strong here.
I haven't really
and it
seen.
comes really fast. Like, reinforcement is fast. You can back up really good if you do damage. So it's really good map for all-ins.
Yeah, it's. I don't have enough experience with Red City to kind of know the meta on this map. It's such a big map, though, that we could also see a really long game here.
I don't know. I need to say I don't play Red City much on ladder because, like most people, I've weed-tooted it out, to be honest.
While this game gets underway, what do you think? What do you think of the new ladder maps that they're introducing for next season?
To be honest, they're horrible for Zerg because the third base is like way too far away, and like there will be a lot of 2-base plays from every race, like Terran 2-base attacks and Protoss 2-base attack. And as we know, Zerg is the least strongest in 2-base attacks. It's gonna really be really hard with the new ladder maps for Zerg. As well, I think it's really good that they don't take out Whirlwind. It's really weird that they take out Neoplanet S, but I'm fine. I think it's fine because there's like not many options on the map, because there are not that many expansions, and yeah.
And we're going to see a pylon block from TriggerHappy as he throws down a Nexus first. And with a spawning pool done, how do you feel about a Nexus first? On such a big map.
You already scouted him, and he cancelled the pylon, so he needs to already send the links over immediately to Trigger Space. Even if he can't get in there, like because it was off, he already forces a building to build, or like an earlier cannon or stuff like that. So the links which are out, he needs to be sent over immediately, and that is what he does.
Yeah, he nice pro placement there from Trigger.
Oh yeah, that's sneaky.
I wouldn't have guessed. He's actually looking for a proxy pylon, and it looked like he's going to take his third base at the closer position.
That's a really bad choice.
Yeah,
it comes down to which playstyle he plays. Like, if he only uses the third base maybe for Larva and going for early Swarm Host, but it's like, it really hurts him to take that base there. It's really vulnerable.
And that cannon drop and 3 links aren't going to do a lot if as long as Trigger leaves that probe there on hold position. They're not going to be able to get by. And they're not going to be able to kill the probe either before that cannon kills them. And he has no gas yet, so what is Starseed thinking right now?
He's probably just thinking, I'm gonna drone up and I will be safe because this was an Nexus first, so there won't be units out that early. You take most likely your gas at 6 minutes, you take a double gas, that's safe enough. If you don't feel that safe, you can throw down a spank roller at your third base. So, his only thing which is thinking right now is droning.
And he sees that probe with those overlords. He's gonna send a link right away to take it out, so that there's no proxy pylons put down. And he's still searching for them. I think he's a little worried about an all-in from Trigger, because he's got the things everywhere looking for that pylon.
Yeah, and we already see there is Robo in production, so I think this is gonna be completely normal Immortal Sentry all-in.
Do you think it'll be a Sentry all-in? Wouldn't he already be building sentries?
You can do it in different ways, like getting the sentries late and stuff, but what does he build in the warp gate? It is a sentry, so I think, yeah, it's an Immortal in. The roaches are coming, and I need to say, Starseed, if he's facing an Immortal in, if he would have taken the other base as a third base, he would hold it pretty much easily. That's the reason, because at the main base and the second base, if the Protoss is fighting there, you can place roaches on the high ground. So even if he force fields off the roaches at the front, roaches will shoot from the high ground and killing sentries. So that would be in a really good position. But now Trigger can easily take out the third base. Like, there is just the small ramp, and he can force field off the units really easily and kill everything. And there's the 5 gates coming. So yes, it's gonna be an Immortal in. Whoa, what is this gateway placement?
Weird gateway placement there is, but he knows where the overlords are, and they're not gonna see. So he sees one gateway, but Starseed doesn't see these gateways being placed down. Well,
yeah, that's actually really good.
Yeah,
but there would be vulnerable to anything. Like, there are only 2 pylons powering everything of what he got. So if there is a little counterattack, there could be unpowered easily, but for right now he's in good shape, and he's now warping in sentries. He won't have that many force fields, but the attack is coming earlier for that, and the roaches are going to scout that, so I'm curious how Starseed is going to react with that. Maybe 10 Spine Crawler, I can't tell.
Yeah, and Trigger's already got +1 attack. He's working on his +1 armor here.
Oh my god, he's pushing with way too less units. He didn't even warp in any sentries yet, and he's already pushing, and he's losing. Oh, he killed their own of his Roach. Immortal, I think he will wait until the Immortal regenerates his shield, but like, he wasted already 2 sentries and a lot of energy of his sentries, so his attack is way much weaker than it should be already, so we're gonna see how this is going on, but I think Starseed is not in that bad shape right now.
No, he's not, and he's getting +1 attack, so he's just got to hold on till that finishes and then he'll be fine. But I don't know if he has enough roaches right now to hold.
He's going for a surround here.
But he's got a lot of lings in production.
Yeah.
So, well, there's all his roaches.
This surround could maybe kill him if he just force fields the ramp here. No, it's gonna be this force field, so this is gonna be a perfect front. And he can shoot from the bottom, so he can take out easily that Immortal, and as well the reinforcing Immortal. So I think Starseed is gonna take this map really, really easily and shut down Trigger here. Trigger's all in.
Yeah, it was, even with the force fields, which were really nice, but he trapped himself in this corner, which allowed Starseed to get that full surround, yeah.
So I think that wasn't played really good at all by Trigger here.
No, and Trigger will lose